Hello and welcome to AMS2 Hot Lap Car Reviews, and welcome to Cadwell Park. And today we are driving a little nugget of a gem inside AMS2, the Ginetta G40 Cup. For me, the Ginetta G40 in real life is the quintessential small sports car, and in AMS2 it fills that role perfectly. If you were to close your eyes and to imagine how a small sports car should handle, I would be hard-pressed to believe that you wouldn't have come up with something reminiscent of the Ginetta G40. With a relatively light body and a modest amount of power, this car's power-to-grip ratio is absolutely spot on. Coupled with an incredibly poised chassis, this car really does allow you to hone your skills of driving on the track. However, I will caveat this with the fact that this car is not designed for high-speed, long straight circuits, and you really want to be keeping it on nimble tracks such as Cadwell Park. And in addition, the default setup's gear ratios are far too long for the engine, and you'll want to be bringing those gear ratios back down in order for you to stay well within the power band, turning this car from being relatively lethargic to being a nimble little joy to drive. This is one of the few cars in AMS2 where, when doing hot lapping, I became less concerned about how fast my laps were and concentrated more on how much fun I could have whilst taking it around the circuit, culminating in the fact that the lap that you're watching now is about 3 seconds slower than my quickest, but was about twice as much fun. For those new to sim racing, iRacing might have the Mazda MX-5, but AMS2 has the Ginetta G40. Cadwell Park is an exciting but notoriously bumpy circuit, a difficult one to learn, and there isn't an easy corner on this track. Coming down towards Coppets, if you get your line right, you should be able to take it flat or with a very slight lift. Dropping down a gear coming into Charlie's, which is a really tricky undulating slippy corner with a blind late apex that you absolutely need to nail to get the best lap. Exiting Charlie's smoothly and quickly is absolutely essential to get up the hill onto Park Straight. Any mistakes could easily cost you a few seconds. Coming along into Park Corner, you want to be braking as close to that last marker board as possible. The track narrows here slightly and is slightly slippery on the exit, but once you're out of Park, you can go through Chris Curve pretty much flat out all the way until you get to the sweeping Gooseneck chicane. You can brake late, carrying a lot more speed into Gooseneck than you'll think, and slightly cutting that last part of the chicane will help you on your exit. A hard downhill slippy braking zone into Mansfield, you want to be getting on the power early, rotating the car and driving out as you head towards the mountain. A good drive out of Mansfield under the bridge, and you want to be braking shortly afterwards. Down into second gear, you want to take it easy on the way in and try and straight line this exit as much as possible. Any rotation that you still have in the car will most likely spin you out as you hit the crest. Paul Bends is a sweeping right left where you can keep your foot on the throttle, dabbing the brakes just to keep the back end in check. As you brake down into hairpin, be careful on the exit because the back end will want to come round on you as you make your way into Barn Corner. Barn is a tricky corner that falls away, too much speed on the entry and you will end up in the wall. A clean exit will give you a great start to your next lap around Lincolnshire's very own Laguna Seca.